Hey guys, how's it going? It's Miyoko from Japan. Welcome back to my channel. I'm live from Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan. How are you? How are you? I'm a little bit early, I guess. Ah, it's already Sunday, man. But hey, nobody's here yet. Oh, I need to tweet. Not tweet, Yoko. It's making a post. I still don't get used to it. Okay. Okay. Where's everybody? Hello. Hello. Thank you so much for coming. Yay! Let's talk about this. Oh, yeah. It's on the Japanese newspaper as well. Trump, Musk, both. Like, what? Like, not depart, it's like fighting, basically. Rah! Did you see Tom from MySpace? Do you remember Tom? Everybody's friend Tom? Tom made a post after like years, I think. Like he was replying to some people here and there. But I saw Tom and he's like, I made this with Grok. And he posts something like this. Like, what? He likes AI. That's cool. I mean, Tom is a nice person, it seems. How are you? I finally made it. Yay! For the first time. Yo Yoko, hello. Hello, hello. What do you make of the fallout of Trump and Musk? Yeah. I saw Fox News briefly and they were like, don't you feel like it's like seeing the divorce of your parents, like dad and mom? I'm like, which is dad and which is mom? But yeah, it's like, it feels like a divorce. Like, it's so sad. I'm a sad panda. Did anything happen this week? I was carried away by this news, you know? They are, yeah. It's interesting how, like, we live in a time when, like, news sources are citing, like, social media. So that's interesting. But I wonder if EV, like electric vehicles, have anything to do with it. Because it's a real, fundamentally, I believe it's about the bill, but then Trump is saying it's about that. I don't know. But my East Asian perspective is that it is benefiting China. So I hope that, like, Elon is, like, Trump was being cool, but Elon started to attack Trump. That's what I'm seeing. So that's bad. Like, I wish that he would do it behind the scenes, you know, like behind everybody's eyes, just like behind closed doors, you know, like we don't need to see that because it benefits your enemies. Or rather, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some kind of agitation by China and so on because they have their people in your country. So, yum, 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 yum. Tom, yeah, Musk is mom. That's cool. Uh, I don't know what to, like, yeah. Oh, another news that I saw was, is this from, no, this is from today, and, oh, wait for me. ちょっと待ってね. Let's see. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Yeah. It's on our news. Los Angeles. Trump administration. You know, they're catching the bad guys. Bad illegal immigrants. Yeah. This is such a picture. Like, I feel like America is back by this picture, right? Those people that work for law enforcement and so on, I'm sure have problems with like Democrats, you know. Eh, and it's interesting how like it's a sanctuary city. It's crazy. This is a national, like, you know, I don't know how people, some people, you know, liberals, I don't know how they tolerate illegal immigrants because, like, would you, well, they actually don't care about crimes in general. Like, Harris was nice to bad people, right? I don't know how their mind works, but I believe in the rule of law. So there are if there are people committing crimes, I want to catch them and put them behind bars because that is important for your security. If they can't obey the like law or rule in general, they shouldn't be part of your society, right? And I don't know why some people opposed to that. Like I did see some footage of like protesters in Los Angeles, and they proudly talk about how much engagement all these people have, like illegals have in the community, and you know that it's human rights in general and so on. And I'm like, but then if you want to say that like nobody's against human rights and so on, like people are against crimes and there are definitions, like set rules of crimes, right? So like in the meantime, Japan, as I made a short video, Japan is determined to make our illegal aliens in Japan zero, like you know, like illegal stay here. We don't have a direct translation of that yet, so like I just made up some English words to explain that. But yeah, I like some of the YouTube short videos you did recently. You made good points. Thank you. Yeah, I want to do more like positive things though, because like people can read the news or watch the news, and even Japanese news. I believe some like non-Japanese people, like in English, like native English speakers, they often translate our news sources, and so they like a lot of the times people already know some news from Japan. So I'm like, I should just focus on positive message. That's what I truly want to do, you know, just to be friends and so on. That's fun. But sometimes you have to talk about politics. Minor riot about 40 miles west right now. Wow. I bet that they want to create like chaos though. Chaos and confusion. That's what they want to do. They do that. Oh, it was the last time it was BLM. This time it's gonna be like illegal immigrants. Oh, I see that now. They're gonna use that to make the United States unstable so that they can, through that, they can bash Trump. In addition to the original message of from theirs, you know, saying that oh, illegal immigrants have human rights and blah blah blah. In addition to that, they want to cause chaos, blame it on Trump to make him fall. Ah, same kind of thing is going on in Japan in a way. Like still, it's on a verbal level, like you know, in a discourse, like you know, we discussions and debates and so on. I I know that you guys don't like to hear about Ukraine-Russia war. From our standpoint, like I'm not saying it personally. Like Japanese people stand with Ukraine, and that's just how it is. So you gotta accept that. You know, respect our historical backgrounds to come to the point and so on. But so historically speaking, like Japanese people, like we're all anti-Russia, anti-Soviet Union. Like it's just how it is here because of what happened in between our countries. But recently, like very recently, though, over the few years, somehow they are like pro-Russia people. Like, yeah, pro-Russia. Like it's so weird. And if you look at the poll, it's only 5% of people. Like, even adding everybody, who could be pro-Russia, like even like at max it's like 5%, but their voices are so loud on social media. And what do you imagine, like what could it be from? Maneuver, like manipulation by not Soviet Russian spies and so on, because they do create false profiles and so on. And now AI is way better. So like the language barrier that was protecting Japan from other enemies, it's the barrier is disappearing now. So like we get affected easily, and also there are of course like influential people, like influencers, pro-Russian influencers here as well. Like, yeah, there are some people there in our country, like we already know them, but people believe that, so it spread. But at the same time, I just can't ignore that there are some manipulation that happens in our country too, because I can tell, because I've been in this field for a while, and I know when things are unnatural. And look, and now what's happening is that like those people, like those noisy minority are so noisy that they are creating confusion. Basically, we can't talk about policies because we have to deal with all these conflicts, right? And not only on that subject, but there's this one woman that is bashing TSMC from Taiwan, and like basically bashing Taiwan, keeps bashing like TSMC, and also like our like Abe faction politicians, like those who were close to Abe, like she bashes them, justifying her points and so on. And there are like thousands of people following her, and basically like it's so like seriously, like it's like an artificial chaos, if you know what I mean. So that's what I'm witnessing. So that's what your enemies do in your country. So like with BLM in America, or this all this illegal immigrants movement, that rise and so on. Yeah, I'm really cautious of that. Let's see your comments. I get him being angry, but I don't think Trump did any real sketchy stuff with Epstein. Yeah. No, he was just the worst Trump could be is like a womanizer, right? He likes women, beautiful women, and that's anyone can see that. And that's like 80s, back in 80s to 90s, like not only in America but in Japan too, like we were crazy. Now the standards are, changing because of the liberal push, and often they go back in time, which is not supposed to, which is something that you're not supposed to do in like law stuff, right? But they do that, and label you as some like a bad guy. Same thing happened with one of our like a popular mainstream political show called Prime News. The anchor, the main guy that was, that had the show, he got claimed like decades later today that he like sexually assaulted one of his coworkers or something. Like some harassment, like who cares, right? Back in the day, things were different. So what that the movement couldn't raise a bold voice? Like it's her fault, like that she didn't actually raise the voice, and today bash him. Like I've been like assaulted by a stranger on the street. I went to the police. That's what you do, right? Some people are so bad. I love you, coach. Thank you. I love you guys. Let's see. Uh, this hair. It's my gray hair. Sometimes I call my gray hair. It is like an antenna. Like, do you see? You can see that. Oh my gosh. And gray hair somehow grows weirdly. I should do something about it. I have more gray hair than before. Like, it's crazy, but then it's not crazy because I'm getting older. I'm actually old, so don't ever trust social media. Everybody is filtered. Everybody, and it's their photos and so on. But this live stream angle actually isn't flattering. I want to make the angle like this so that my face look like, if I do this, then it's like thinner. I'm like, I need I need an actual stand. Super chat, thank you so much. I voted for Trump, but if the feud between him and doesn't get, I might never vote again. You mean like if Trump and Elon keep fighting, then you're not gonna vote for Trump? Is that what you mean? I'm a little lost. Yoko can't be no older than 35. Oh, what a compliment! You know what to say. Oh, it's like I made you say that. Thank you. Yeah. Same communist playbook, socialist playbook. Yeah. Putin, Russia should leave Ukraine. Yeah. Because, the Japanese standpoint, at least those who are familiar with national security, when you think about Russia today, people, people look back and focus on like pro-Russian people, like they say like, oh, Abe and Putin were in a good relationship and it was ruined by somehow Ukraine and that sort of stuff. Or Kishida, like our prime minister after Abe and so on. But logically, it doesn't make sense. And yeah, where was I going with that? I forgot what, I kind of know what to say, but I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I'll remember. Yeah, Japan's standpoint. Oh, now I remember. So Russia, China has been trying to take Senkaku Islands, like near Okinawa, like near Taiwan. Like it's in the south of Japan. China has been coming into the territorial waters and waters around territorial waters and so on, like around that area. They want to take Senkaku Islands. So what if one day, like they're coming in like every day, like literally coming in like every day for the what, for decades, right? Like it's at least like as far as I remember, like for years at least, like they've been coming here for like every day. So when they actually like how it starts, like they have exercises like just practice or exercise, military drill exercises and so on, and one day they would just come get your islands. Like you never know which time is the real time, right? Well, let's say that China take Senkaku Islands. You know what would happen? When that happens, Russia will back them up. Just like now, China is helping Russia now, right? So just like that, Russia, like they already like a tour. They have a tour around Japan. Like they're on a date together, like in the ocean and also in the airspace. They do that already. So they're working together and they're actually like exercising together to see how it works and so on, collecting information and everything too. Like they do that individually and also jointly. And also, like, if they want to take, China wants to take Senkaku, but in the north, Russia already has, like, they've been illegally occupying Japan's northern territories. But the bright side of that is that the invasion in the north of Japan has stopped up to the point of northern territories. But what makes you say that, like, when we were vulnerable in the south, what makes you say that they wouldn't come down to the south even more, from the north to the south, right? They could come down in Japan. Wow, like from the top of Japan, Russia comes, and from here in the south, like China could come to conquer and so on. Like that could happen. And so my point is that China, like everybody knows that China is a threat and so on. And Russia, some people get confused. But for Japan, we have territorial issues, and we haven't signed a peace treaty yet after the World War II. You know, like it hasn't ended. It's been going on. And they've been like coming to our territorial waters and airspace and so on. Like they're not giving up to come take our place because they are expansionist. All Russian or Soviet Union, like I guess that's a Eurasia type of culture, that they are expansive. They're like other countries, like G7 countries, like we have grew out of it, right? Like we stopped expanding, right? Like we don't wanna change things. Like we don't like we are not gonna tolerate the change of our land. Like what's like a coercion, like by force. Like you don't want to change your territory and so on. So yeah. Oh, super chat! Thank you so much, Yoko. Everyone knows China is up to no good harassing its neighbors. Good. Yet when we criticize China for doing that, they cry like babies and play the victim. I know. Seriously, that's the story. Like every time. It's like you should. I don't like. Do you guys follow me on X? Because you should. And sometimes I post something about China, right? Like CCP. Like I don't. It's not like I discriminate Chinese people. Like I see the difference between CCP regime and the people, because they are oppressed and so on. Whenever I criticize CCP, there are a few CCP trolls, or like what we call umao, like 5 cents, earn, like they earn a little money by defending CCP and so on. Sometimes I get that, like Chinese nationalists replies whenever I talk about Uyghur genocide, for example, like how CCP is killing and organ harvesting Uyghur people and so on, for example. When I say that, every time like they say like, oh, Japan's 731 troop. I'm not used to saying that word. 731 troop and so on. Like, oh, Japan was horrible, atrocious. Oh, Japan, Japan, Japan. When we are discussing Chinese current problem, they're like, oh, Japan in the past, man, they were so bad, atrocious, they did this and that. They're actually referring to their own crimes, just labeled into Japanese, change the label to Japan. So like, yeah, they do that all the time. They always flip, and they always do that. One day they are the developed country leading the world, the number one like big country in the world. The next day they are like, oh, we are developing country, so give us some financial aid. So ridiculous. Oh, another super chat. Thank you so much for your super chat. It will be interesting to see how the Japanese media reports on the immigration raids in LA today, and the riots. What side will they take? True. Will this be used in arguments on immigration in Japan? Good point. For now, the general paper, Yomiuri Shimbun, I guess they are basically talking objectively, citing New York Times though. The New York Times says the ICE is focusing like they're targeting sanctuary city and so on. Oh, it says Axios. They cite that to Stephen Miller. So his frustration that the number is low, like the number of like actually arresting them and sending them back and so on. And he had told ICE to catch 3,000 at least. And just talking about the number, they don't really have a narrative. So I guess that will be it. Yeah. Like after Abe administration, I think, and also like with the rise of CCP threats in general, like Japan's education and media have gotten better than before, I think. Like even leftists understand the current threat that Japan is surrounded by and so on. So like I feel like we have gotten a little like less liberal than before, just that people want to be good, so that's it. And still though, like Japanese TV shows, like each show has a director and so on, right? Like producer and so on. So some shows can, like even inside the same station, some shows can be neutral and others could be like super liberal. So like, yeah, but it has gotten, the number of those shows got small. So we only have a few, I think. Yeah, so other than those shows, I think that they will probably just report what's happening. And usually what our media does is that to interview the local people, especially when it comes to America. They interview the people that agree with one side and not the opposite side that are disagreeing and so on. So yeah, 50 Cent Army. Yeah. You should watch China Uncensored. Yeah. I know that channel, yeah. Nobody voted for Elon. I don't care what his opinion is. That's a good point. Yeah. Sometimes you need advice from like those who, like those like, usually like experts with degree and so on, or some kind of like status or yeah, title of that field. But Elon is just a business guy, right? I love his ambition and everything though. But so I think it's after the fight between Trump and Elon, but like our Tokyo governor, Yuriko Koike, Tokyo governor said that she wants Elon to invest in Japan. Because she knows like when she could create news, like jump on the what's the word, like when things are discussed a lot, she wanna jump on it. Yeah. Yoko has one of the top 5 English accents on YouTube. I wanna get rid of my accent. Like it's annoying. Like I don't know how to use my mouth very well. It's gotten a lot better than before though. Like if you see my old videos, I'm emphasizing weird places. I still do. Like every time I watch like Netflix shows or like news videos or something, like I'm so fascinated by the standard American English, so beautiful. One day, I have a dream. One day, I want to sound like them. I live in downtown Los Angeles in Little Tokyo. Wow, it was bad last night. Was it actually like scary? Like I see that like some rioted and the police, I guess, like sprayed and so on. Like when I think of spray, I'm like, but I don't know the size though. It does have the quote of Karen Bus. I don't know. I can't tell the spelling. The mayor. As a mayor of the town where immigrants contribute a lot, I'm furious and something like that. But see, the problem that I see is that this is against illegal immigrants, right? And not just legal immigrants. There's a huge difference between legal and illegal. And people on the left side, they just like pen, pineapple, apple, pen, you know? They do that. Yeah. So, why? Why? 英語のアクセントかわいい。Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That I never get kawaii in Japanese. Kawaii meaning cute in Japanese, but I never get that here in Japan. Japanese guys are, I don't know, they're weaker than me in general. I am standard. I would be standard in America, like among women, right? Like my personality and how much I insist and so on, right? A little bit conservative, but like I'm a woman, right? Just a regular woman. But in Japan, I don't know. Maybe it's my eyes. Like I have this eye power, like stare. Like my eyes can be really big in person. And that kind of scares off the guys here, and yeah. But so that's why like I only got kawaii, scary. Kawaii and kawaii sound similar, but they're totally the opposite. Like ever since I was a little cute child, people call me I'm scary. Because I was scolding my friends. I was educating my friends. Like, hey, don't do that. Hey, here I am. I'm scolding the world. Trump, hello Greenland. I know. That's the twist. I thought that we all stopped being expansionist. But Trump. He doesn't have a political background, so like his values are unique. So that's a little difficult. But it's interesting because the crazy part about Trump is that people do say that Trump is crazy. But because we all just accept who he is for who he is, the crazy or whatever, like very straightforward, blunt, and so on. We don't actually care about how he phrases things and so on, right? Like, oh, it's Trump. we are like, oh, it's Trump. Like he says it like that, or oh yeah, of course, like Trump. On the like, what he's trying to say is this. This is the message at the bottom, right? So like we can see where he's coming from, and we don't actually bash him much. Like the left is trying to do that, but it doesn't work. But if other politicians like spoke like him, he would have to quit immediately, probably. But because Trump is Trump, yeah, it's Interesting. Kauai is a Hawaiian island. Wow. The more you know. I'm not scary. You can trust me. That is not. I don't think I could trust that word though. Whoever said, "Oh, I'm not scary." Maybe Japanese visit and they called it a cute island. Could be, could be. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, moment. Gray beard. You have gray beard? That's kind of cool. If I shave, I get cardi. Yeah. Nice usage of the marina. I used to watch this YouTube channel called CTFXC. I don't know if it's active, but like, it's from. I was watching like in like 2008 to 2010 or so. So yeah, like I mean the main guy was using that meme often, so I just learned about it. Like, oh, that sounds like a cool show. So, oh, by the way, in East Asia, what we are focusing on is South Korea. This column, like reading the Earth, like it's always like has a different columnist, but this time it's about South Korea and about our diplomacy and how it could affect the new president. They have a new president, the leftist, pro North Korean, really bad president, but that's just Japanese perspective because he used to be really, really anti-Japan. And also I hear that he is already like disrespecting the law and so on. But anyway, I don't know much about it yet, so like I shouldn't comment. But what Japan has been focusing on is his like stance against Japan. And he used to be really against Japan, but for the election, because he's a populist too, he kind of toned it down, and he says like, oh, you know, we should cooperate, you know, like to stabilize East Asia and so on. So that's good, but we don't know. Can we trust him? We don't know. And also he's pro North Korea. Like there was yesterday or so, like there was some important day, and he didn't criticize North Korea. And on that, where was that? Oh, and then here it says that. Oh, do I see? Oh, super chat. I'll get to that. Thank you. And here it continues. The column continues and says that President Yoon is no longer with us. He's not dead, but politically dead. So, yeah, Yoon was really good. The previous one, that with the coup, he was actually really, really good. He was such a realist, and because he didn't have political background, you know, wasn't he like a prosecutor or something? So he just focused on the reality of East Asia, that we are exposed to the threats of China and North Korea. So what's interesting about South Korea is that, of course, like Japan has issues with North Korea too. Like they've abducted Japanese citizens, like hundreds of them, and they still have our people in their poor country, you know, poor militaristic somehow country, and South Korea, of course, like they live on the same peninsula, and even like North Korea doesn't even need like a long range missile or anything. Like they can just use a cannon, right? So that's how close they are, and it's really dangerous. But at the same time, like with social media brainwashing, they can easily, South Koreans can get easily manipulated when it comes to that. But I'm an outsider, so I shouldn't say much about their domestic politics. But like in terms of like, I don't know how they can be pro North Korea. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for super chat. Invader girl crying after ICE arrest. Years in USA but wanted to be strong, independent, edumacated, no marry and breed for green card. Bye bye boss. Wow. What is that word? I need to fully understand what you wrote. Educated, you mean? That's a typo. Just educated? Yeah. Yoko, are you in Japan? Yes, yes, yes. I'm in Japan. I'm in Fukuoka Prefecture. Fukuoka. When you like abbreviate our prefecture Fukuoka, like airport code of Fukuoka, my local city is FUK. I'm a little kid, deep down. So I laugh at stupid things. But that's good though that like Trump's America is so much different. Like, oh, I'm like, welcome back, common sense, It's I think Europeans probably are feeling kind of like you know, encouraged by Trump administration's stance against illegal immigration, probably. Yeah. I recently translated Japanese people's reactions to the recent riot in Paris, France. Like there was it a soccer game? Like they won, but then and they were partying, and then somehow looting happened. Like fire and looting and so on happened, and Japanese people were like, "Oh, Paris is burning." But of course, like we are aware of the immigration problem too. But yeah, what's interesting about that area of the world though is that it's like colonization time. Like basically it's not only that country, but like in general, like in colonization, you take away the local language and teach your language, right? But so the colonized country, they learned your language so they can work in your country. So that's really the ironic part of history, I think. Yeah. Japan, by the way, we like Korean people complain that Japan was horrible. Of course, like it's in history, like individually things happen. So like I bet that there were some sacrifices and so on too. I don't know. Individually, as a nation, like we have our standpoint, but like they complain, right? But then the thing is that we taught the Korean language, and that sounds so weird. And I don't want to sound like a, like a what's the like a Brad, like what's the word, like some yeah. I don't want to sound bad, but it's just the truth that we even built university, right? In Taiwan too, we built university, and they remain still. So like it's different, like annexation and colonization are different, but I guess that people in the world don't care, but that's Japanese perspective. Anyway, let's see. I love how there are many Japanese people who support Trump. Yeah, there are many. Like people on the right side generally support Trump, but today, at least like the first Trump administration was just supported by us. Like Shinzo Abe was still with us, and he was besties with Trump, and we had a great communication, between Japan and America. We really, really love that. Like, and the world was stable because of that too. We had Shinzo Abe in Asia. We had you and we too. Like, you guys had Trump in America, and it was so steady, stable. Today, though, his surroundings changed, and we don't have Shinzo Abe anymore. So things are different, and I have to say that you probably don't want to hear this, but because I'm your friend, I'm gonna say that Japanese conservative in general probably have the best chemistry with neocons instead of traditional conservatives in the U.S. So like, because we are another country, like more engagement is better for us, right? For another country. So that's why, like, probably we don't say it like publicly, and also people don't care, probably they don't think like that, because we are focusing on what we think, and sometimes there are mutual benefits, so we cooperate, right? That's how diplomacy works. But when you objectively look at what's going on, then I see the pattern that conservative people here are probably, they have good chemistry with neocon type there. So what's happening today is that the more like a MAGA type of Republicans and others they're together but not really, right? So yeah, so that's why it's the same in Japan, that some people, like, I see three types, like copy and paste MAGA type, they're Japanese, but they copy and paste MAGA because they love Trump, and they just love the MAGA movement. So it's a really small percentage, I must say, judging from the parties that they support here, because we can see like which group supports what and what thinks what and so on. So it's a small percentage in Japan, but that's sort of like MAGA people here. And also there are people like me, like I support Trump, like generally, especially about the fight against China. Japan's biggest problem is, of course, China. So we are really grateful for Trump administration to tackling that, So, and we are with Trump administration on that. And at the same time, there are kind of critical type of conservative people, they are like a kind of neocon values, I would say, like it's not like, oh, America should do more or anything. It's just that, oh, Trump is not thinking like how we used to, like the world order that we built, like his way of thinking today is not coming from that, and he has his own way. So some people criticize that among the conservative circle. So there are many different people, because we are another country, like it's a country. There are many different types of people, if you know what I mean. Oh, super chat, thank you so much. Deep couple from China, cat says nyang, nyang, nyang. Thank you for your super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, we want to. We are doing better, but it's like we are deeply tied with China, though. Like one day I want to stop using made in China products. Like, why would you economically help a country that is trying to invade you? Like, that is so wrong. So yeah, and they're so desperate though. Like, but Trump administration, I think, is doing such a great job, against China with tariff and so on. I don't know how it will turn out as a result economically, but at least like I see the efforts, of America, the biggest country in the world, and then they're against China, like coherently too. So it's really great. Yeah, and then right now China is economically having issues. So it's really, I think the outer pressure actually is working. You just can't see because the country isn't transparent, right? They hide everything. And even if they leak something, it's usually like the number is edited, the manipulated. So you can't really see the real China. And also the economic gap in the country is big too. So you can't see, like, it really depends on what you talk about, but yeah. Anyway. Oh, super chat, thank you so much. I used to live in Japan. Really? Where? I don't think most of the Japanese communities, towns, really have any interest on outside issues. Is that true, Yoko? Yeah. I mean, like if you look at the voting rate here in Japan, when we have like a national election, it's like 50% of our population that who go to vote. So most people don't really care. They do care about their everyday life. So right now, for example, we are exposed to the like a rice shortage. Like rice is expensive now, so like we are suffering, and so people listen to that sort of stories like that have direct ties to their everyday life, right? But politics is, I think it's because our country is somewhat peaceful compared to other countries. We do have many, many problems, and our people, as I said, were abducted by North Korea. They're still there and so on. We have issues, but like you don't really feel that on a daily basis. So that's why, and also like we are our fundamental culture is wa wa. So it means harmony. So we want to just have a harmony, We don't want to cause troubles or have disputes. We just want to be good. Like if you were in Japan, you know how we are as communities, right? So we don't want to fight. We just want to just hope that things will pass to have this peaceful time and so on. So yeah, so we don't really like, people just don't like politics in general because they have the impression of politicians. I think it's the same in most countries, but the impression of politicians is that they're dirty or they're especially with money and like bribing, and they think about themselves only and they are rich and so on. There are a lot of misunderstandings and misconceptions, but that yeah. So like I think that we have backgrounds like that, and generally people don't care, especially in local areas. Like if you go to big cities, there are lots of like big companies and so on. So then those workers have to know what's going on in the world, so they read newspaper and so on. So they are updated mostly. They talk about what's going on in the world, and rich people too here, or those who want to make money, they are probably interested in stock market as well. So that sort of stuff. So like they are like our people, even though in Japan it's said that like what's equivalent to American middle class, like our middle class is the large part of our people. But yes, but even among that, like city life and really countryside people's life, they are very different. So yeah, I don't know if this is answering your question, but yeah. But what matters, in my opinion, is those who vote. What do those who vote think? Because their opinions are reflected in our policies. So I'm really distracted by this gray hair. I have an antenna. Anyway, super chat. Thank you so much. Yamaguchi, Okayama, Iwate, and Fukushima. That's many places. Did you serve? That sounds like you served the U.S. military. Or? Navy. That's great though. It's really great when people have actually lived here, because then you know what it's like here, the atmosphere and how people are and so on. Because I have to say that there are even like this anonymous account that is pretending to be Japanese and raising the issues of us Japan. You know, like Japanese people, they, especially this one account, like he's trying to pretending to be Japanese, probably just to get views and so on, to just basically use Japan for his political benefit and financial benefit. And people get kind of misguided by what is posted about us. So it's kind of frustrating. Anyway, oh, super chat, thank you. Do you only do live streams, Yoko? Have you considered interviewing locals about world affairs? Could be a way to get more subscribers, or is it too much work with all the editing? Yeah, it is too much work. I used to just post my opinions on YouTube way before all this technology. You know, like now you can do subtitles and so on much easier than before. Like it's automated basically, so you just need to edit a little bit and so on. I used to do everything by my own. I was doing that for years, and also, I don't know, like I was making videos, but now I can only afford to do like a short videos. That's the best I can do. I work with my husband, and we are activists basically against China and Russia. So yeah, we want to make both countries small by dividing. So they call us separationists. My husband in particular, he would get on newspaper in Hong Kong and so on. Like he was named many times by the CCP influenced newspaper and so on. But yeah. And so what I mean is that we are focusing on that. So like YouTube is kind of, I don't know, it's not the first priority, but even though like I'm still, I don't know, like I'm thinking about it though. Like I don't know what to do with my career, and because it has a lot to do with my income too. I want to, like we have many connections in the world. So like if we have enough money, like we can visit and do things politically, like a lobby and so on. We can do that. Like we already have connections, only missing money. So so I need to come up with a way to do everything effectively, with the cost performance being the best. And then I'm thinking and thinking and thinking, and time is just passing by. That's my stage right now. But thank you for asking. Good afternoon, Yoko. I made it this time. Yay! Thanks for coming. First white hair in sixth grade. Wow. I mean, I did have a little, I think, back in the day. Antenna, that's the government trying to abduct you. No! Or maybe alien. It's so weird that in English, like the foreigner is alien, but also like a UFO type of alien is alien too. That is so weird to me. Like at least like some foreigners here complain that our word for foreigner is discriminative, but it only means like literally like outer country person. You know, somebody from another country. It really literally means that. So it's not really discriminative, it's just explanatory. But when it comes to alien, every time I hear like watching the American news and alien, I'm like, alien? UFO? So fun. Anyway, super chat, thank you so much. Assistant English language teacher. Oh, I see. That's cool. So did you do like, oh, hello class, and hey me, Mr. or Miss something? I used to do that in class. We had a LT too. Yeah, it was fun. It was so fun. English class was just for fun though for me, at least in school. Like I went to cram school and studied there, but like it was great because back then, my time when I was like 15 or so, like 13 to I guess 15, then 18. Yeah. Like we didn't like I live in Fukuoka, and back then like we didn't have foreigners here, so it was really rare to see foreigners, and we would have a language teacher in English class, and I would be like, oh, foreigner. Yeah. Trump, don't play. Yeah. You play with Trump cards, but not Trump. No, with Trump. I just read that Trump deployed 2,000 National Guard troops to combat LA rioters. Great. I mean, it's interesting because by protecting, like that, like sending people to protect the local area, it could like kind of fuel the rioters too. Like the tension would rise, but it's really, I think it's important to show that, your administrative, like what's the word, like a local authority actually do their job. Like what are they there for? Like why are they hired? Because yeah. Alien means just not from here. Oh, I see. Oh, super chat. Thank you so much. Random Miracle Beauty with brains and logic to back it up. Oh, thank you. Such a compliment. Thank you so much. Beauty. I'm I'm growing old though. Like that's what I'm realizing. But I need to focus on beauty so that maybe that I will attract that more. Alien. Alien. Cue the dun 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 theme music. Still ultra maga America first. Yeah. Do you like atmospheric synthesizer music? Yeah, I think so. I don't know if I'm imagining it right though. But cool. Oh, thank you so much for your super chat. What are you doing to help Japanese population? I have 3 kids with Japanese wife. Cool. With Japanese wife. Nice. What's their nationality? Give it to us. Japan will be no more if people don't want hardship of parenting. It's not that. It's not that. I actually want the hardship. I want to experience that. But I got married at 33, and my husband is 9 years older than me, and yeah, and I actually had gender issue. Like growing up, I was really really influenced by liberalism. Like I grew up watching Terminator, and the strong mom, like pull-ups and so on. That was the ideal female figure for me. I wanted to be strong. I was doing kendo, just like Star Wars, but yeah, that's what that's what I did. And as I said, I was called scary by guys all the time. I was not really, I didn't have good relationships with men in general because like they were great friends, but I was just one of them, basically, because I was such a tomboy. I did like boys, but yeah. And then I learned English, so I was dating Americans here and there, and that helped with English. But then they all have to go home, and I want to stay here, so not gonna work, right? So then time passed. at the age of 28, I came to the political field. And then I was passionate about politics so much so that I forgot about romance and whatsoever, because like our time was a little bit different. Like we were so disparate at the time. So yeah. And then I met my husband, and then but I had this like I don't know, like I couldn't embrace that I'm a female up until only a few years ago. But then but few years ago means that I'm like 36 or 7. That's a little too late to start. I could I don't know, like I could do things artificially, I guess, but then like I'm also a spiritual person, and I believe that everything happens for a reason, that and that I'm guided. So like when I'm supposed to, if I'm supposed to have babies, then I will. You know, so it will just happen. But it's not, and we're focusing on political work too. It's not like focusing, like we're a happily married couple, so you don't have to imagine things, but yeah. So naturally, I don't know if it happens or not. I'm old. I'm old. I'm turning 40 this year, so yeah. But some women though, like when you look at the world news, you see like sometimes like India or something, I think that they have like 65-year-old woman got pregnant or had a baby or something like that. Maybe I'll be with that. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I just wish that I could embrace like a femininity, being a female much earlier, because it's actually fun, and it's such a learning process though. Like I'm learning at the age of 39 right now. I'm finally like happy with myself, like entirely. So it's finally I'm having fun with life. Such a long journey. Yeah, and that's why I want to work on, you know, like spreading the good, like the right values and so on, like spirituality and all the historical recognition and so on, because I don't want other girls to be like me. I always said like, oh, it really disgusted me, the idea of having children back in the day when I was so sick, you know, mentally depressed and ill in general, like unhealthy. Now I look back and now I know that I was unhealthy. But back then I just didn't want a copy of me because I hated myself so much back then. And again, I don't know why, but the key word today is somehow alien. Like I used to draw because I was depressed, and then I would draw a pregnant woman being an alien because that's how I felt. They were so different, and also like the big tummy kind of disgusted me at the time. Now I don't feel like that, but I did back then. So that's how much I rejected being a woman. So I'm living the consequences. Anyway. Oh, super chat, another super chat. Thank you so much. I think you might have answered already on another live, but have you thought about starting a channel memberships? I'm kind of considering, but I don't know what to do. What could I do? Because I don't know. Maybe I should make a server where you guys can chat or something. I don't know. My latest one was made for the first time. Do I still have time? USA! Cool. All women should look as good as you you do, 40. Thank you. I mean, again, so because I haven't had a baby, I think that I get to sleep. Sleep is important. You know, some people say like, oh, after you have babies, of course it affects your body too with calcium and everything. You know, like your baby just take away your nutrition. But at the same time, I think that after that, you get sleep deprived, and I sleep a lot, as much as I want. That's why I'm not employed like a normal person. I want to work for myself because I want to sleep. I know it's weird, but that's how much I need sleep. And also, I can't wake up in the morning ever since I was a little child. So, yep. Oh, super chat, thank you. Yes, it did. It was a lot of fun, and the classes were awesome back home, LA. About 100% MAGA here. Cool. Are you the minority or? But I saw that it was actually during the live stream I was holding when I was checking like the vote count of presidential election in the U.S. Somebody told me that California, if you look at the map of California, the vote count, the urban area is so like Democrats, but other areas are actually conservative. So that was very interesting. It's like that here as well. So for tea. It was so long ago. No. Japanese men don't like tomboy. They don't. They like cute, fragile, like also scrawny girls. I was buff. Like I've been doing kind of pirati lately because my condition was horrible in April or so I started to work out. Now I love it. I used to do that years ago. I stopped, and now I'm back in the game, and I'm like, yeah. I was casually doing some moves that I remember on the mattress, and then I'm like remembering more, like, hey, yeah, let's do this and that, like just pressure on my stomach and so on. And it's so fun. And I was doing push-ups just to, just thought because I thought I should, and I did that. I'm like, hey, yeah, 10 will be there. I did 10, and then but it was hard back in like April. I was doing that, and then every day just not thinking about anything. Let's just do it because I should, right? And then one day, like recently, I realized like this is easy. And then I'm like push, and it's like it was like 20. So it's so weird. And then now it's like 25. And I do it in the right form as well. So that's why like I don't do many, but yeah, it's so weird that when you do consistently, it's you do more and more. Like your body actually, even when you're growing older, it actually grows in the right way. Muscles get bigger. It's so interesting. Sebaja, that's a lot of money. Thank you so much. Dozo Yoko-chan. Yay! Yeah. I might get married in my 30s. You should get married fast. It's fun. If you meet your actual, what's the word? Spiritual word. Not, something like twin flames. Like, that's how I feel with my husband. Yeah, like your partner, you gotta find her as quick as you can. Like, you need, I don't know. I just want experience now. Like, I want to learn all sorts of things, to experience and learn, like, oh, that's how it works and so on. It's so fun. Oh, Zubacha, thank you so much. Japan needs to make tax-free for childcare, business workers, and supplies. Old days, family members helped each other for new birthing matters. I think we are doing that, though. It's not as radical like Hungary, for example. Like, it's pretty much free there, right? Here, it's we are like having some discounts, or maybe some things might be actually free. Like, we keep updating the program that we have here, so it's not So that's good. But at the same time, like the problem is that the population is already like this triangle in this way. And we have insurance system, national insurance, and we have to pay for that too, right? Like tax money in general is high. Our economy is bad. Like we need to, I don't know which should come first. Like, but at least like we are talking about reducing our consumption tax as a topic. My husband was saying that like a decade ago, we actually had that as our policy because we belonged to a party back then. Now finally the society is realizing like, oh, we need to reduce our tax and so on. But yeah, so like it's not that Japanese people do not want to have children. We do, but we just can't financially have that. So of course you could go either way, like be kind of socialistic and help the, let the society help you, or boost the bottom line of society, like the economy, and then so that you can actually afford. So, and many people think differently from each other. So, yeah. Hey, Ayoko, I don't know if you're aware, but I saw a small gold review, one of your clips in his stream recently. What? I wonder which one. That's good. That's good when people mention me. Thank you for letting me know. Here, Lei, how are trade negotiations with the US doing? Based on what I hear, tariffs aren't being discussed much. Our guy, Akazawa, went to the States for the 5th time, I think. Where was that? I saw that article somewhere. Oh, yeah. This is from today. This is our guy, Akazawa. He wore a MAGA hat the last time, or no, the last time, I think. He says that they can't find a, they can't agree. Like they're having trouble, like they're trying to find what they can agree on. Like it's their discussions are going forward, but what's the ichiten, like correspond? I need to look it up. Match point? No. Point of agreement. Yeah, they haven't. The other day, I was paying at the dollar shop. I went to a dollar shop. I was paying, and I had to use my phone. Like I've been liking buying with like virtually. I'm like opening my phone and so on, and I realized that the camera is watching. Too. It's like they don't want shoplifts and so on, I guess. So they are watching, but the camera was so high that they could see my phone. Like I saw it in the reflection in the on the screen, and I'm like, they can see inside my phone, my passcode and what I have on the page and so on. That's not good, man. But anyway, so they are having a hard time to find the point, but I think I said this like last week or the before, but Trump's birthday is coming, right? Soon, very soon, right? 14th or 15th, 14th or something, right? So that our ideal is to make this a birthday party, a birthday present for him, but I guess it's going difficult. It's so like, I want to tell you a lot, but it's just so abstract, you know. But the Japanese side want to get rid of tariffs against Japan, it says, and to expand our agricultural products, and also to review the non-tariff barrier of automobiles and so on. And they say more about rare earth supply chain. But yeah. But the thing about Japan is that we want to do well with the US, so it's not like we want to fight America, so that's good, I guess. Going bed now, everyone. No, it's late here. Have a good day wherever you are. Looking forward to seeing Yoko's clips again. Thank you so much. I should make something. I have a few ideas in mind. So, yeah. Make America great again. Yes. Does Japan have some badass special forces in the military? I think so. Yeah. Like, it's really, really, really tough. Like, yeah. I think they need to kind of starve and carry like really heavy stuff and so on. I don't know, like, yeah, ranger. We have ranger, right? Ranger butai. Ne. That's the tough one, I think. Yeah. Ranger, 自衛隊. What do you call that? Ranger courses. It's a courses? Ranger courses are military education and training courses oriented toward commando operations in the Japanese Ground Self-Defense Force. Yeah. Oh, parachute people are actually very, very good and high skilled, it seems. Yoga, have you ever heard of the 60 and 1960s Japanese TV show, The Space Giants? No, I haven't. I think I know from the 80s, like Full House. It's like the tariffs on Japan were unnecessary. I feel like the tariffs on Japan were unnecessary. Oh, thank you for saying that. Japan and the US have a lot of benefit from deeper economic relations, but I thought Ishiba and Trump already agreed to these things. You can't really count on Ishiba though. He's not really like he's an experienced politician, but it's not like he has a great vision or something. So, yeah. Actually, speaking of which, guess who is on the front page of our newspaper? Somebody dead. Wait, where is the front page? This is the front page? No, this is yesterday. No, I need to see this one. Let me see. Who is on our front page? This is from yesterday. Bam! Our metage. He was supposed to write for this newspaper, but he passed away at the age of 79 in April. And then it turns out that he was preparing for an article for this newspaper. And the message was that, actually I have no idea how to translate that. I mean, it's a Japanese translation of his English, but yeah, basically telling Japan to keep fighting. Because he was critical of Trump So, now is the time that Japan should have the leading role in the world, and to be proud of the role as a global role. Proud of that. Be proud of that, and so on. He said that American administration, like Trump administration right now, is causing not being certain, uncertainty and confusion. So Japan is needed from the world. Of course, he has to criticize Trump, even from his grave, but yeah. Anyway. Age 30. Actually, I hear that from like the age of 35, your eggs start to deteriorate. Yeah. So like people my age have babies, but they go to hospitals and get care and so on. I don't because that's, I don't know. I just I'm like the kind of person who just rise the wave, because we're all guided. If we truly need to do something, we'll be guided. So, yeah. I do want kids. It'll be fun. But it's a new thing, though, for me. I finally am like, I can say, like, oh, kids are actually cute. I can finally say that. But I guess because I was such a child until recently. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. And also like it's like, I guess, like chemistry, and also like I've been pregnant a little bit though. Like I had a miscarriage before. It's like a really fast one though. Yeah. A lot goes on. But I have a disease too, so I first need to be healthy anyway. So, a lot to learn in life. Yeah. It's so weird that when you look back, like, I look at the picture of my mom, the same age as me now, and she was so mature. And I'm like this. So that's so interesting. You can never like go beyond your parents. I'm old enough to have seen how things calm down once the National Guard comes. Both Watson, LA riots. I was thrilled to see them arrive. Cool. Your super chat? Did I miss that? Oh, here. Thank you. No, I just simply missed that. Because I was keep talking. Keep fighting. Do you have a PO box? I don't. Thank you. Let's see. It's been... Oh, I've been talking for a long time. Should I let you guys go? Yeah. What was I talking about today? Trump and Elon Musk. Oh, for those who came later. I had that. Wait, where was that though? I have it on a thumbnail. Like it's reported here as well. Trump and Elon Musk fight. Huh? Was it? Was it yesterday or today? Yesterday? Yeah. Oh, also we are talking about this, like our Tenno, like emperor family, like how to protect them as our symbol, the same bloodline and so on. That's something that we are talking about. And for those who came later, This is the coverage of Trump and Musk on Yomiuri Shimbun. Oh, there's NATO picture. I mean, this is Germany guy or Nelts from Germany. So, and NATO 3.5% now, I guess, and 5 to 5. Yeah, that's good. Oh, we need to aim for 5%, and our finally Japan is aiming for 2 though, I think, and then 3.5% GDP. We need to now that we need like infrastructure, like for infrastructure, including like cyber and so on. There will be more money to invest and so on. Yeah. Let's see. Oh no, U.S. employment is shrinking, it says. Yeah. Now people will bash Trump for economy, but it's a temporary thing, right? And we have to wait for a while. You can let me go if you want. Looked like there was a rainstorm over Fukuoka. Is it raining there? Yeah. I mean, not heavily at all. Like, not right now, but it probably comes and goes. It's cool that you check the weather. I should do that too. I just watch the news a little bit. Weather news. It's so interesting that weather news gals in the world are all kind of sexualized. Everybody likes weather news girls, right? Is it what? Why is weather sexy? So interesting. But the thing is that whenever I see the weather forecasters in the world, like the women wear like really gorgeous outfit with boobs showing and so on, but not here. They're conservative, like fashionably conservative, right? Like conservative outfit. So we never show our like sexual things, you know. We cover here, and we don't exaggerate our body line and so on. So that's the cultural difference there is very interesting. But yeah, like we don't want to get distracted by the beauty, I guess. Yeah. Meteorology. Some people have been poor until recently. The more people get comfortable, the less children they want to make. Most utopia experiments is real. Yeah. In hard times, yeah. Like you need soldiers, basically. Back in the day, we needed soldiers, so our people were pushing to have more babies, I think. Yeah. But politics though, like we just have to make sure that we have our system that works for the people. Like if like population is the power of a country, so our government should do whatever it takes to make sure that the people that want children get to have children. Right now, it's not effective enough. They need to first work on economy. What's interesting, by the way, recently, do you see iPhone? I know it's mirrored, but you can see iPhone. So we have so-called my number card, just like social security number, you know, my number card. It's a kind of a new thing, but we had we already had like individual things, like driver's license and national security, not national security, national insurance card and so on. But it was easy to like create an illegal copy of that and so on, like create like false identification. So our government made a so-called my number card. So it's digitally tied with all different ministry, and like they share information easily. And whenever government wants to give us money, like we register our bank accounts, and then they can directly send, and so on. It's really convenient. But now it says that we can actually put my number card into iPhone. I don't think I'll do that though. Like wallet, somehow I've never lost. No, oh wait, I have once at the entrance of my apartment. But usually I don't want, forget my wallet because it's always in my purse. But phone, you might leave it somewhere and all your information could be here. That's dangerous. So I don't think I would. And also like cyberspace wise too, there could be people that steal our information too. So yeah. Anyway, I'm feeling really good that I can read kana mirror image even if I'm really, really so cool. You might be better at it than Japanese people. I think it's time for Japan to step up a bit. America has to learn from Japan these days. No station is perfect, but still, I think we need help. Yeah. For what? Yeah. Anyway, seems no more super chat. For those who are watching later, you can send me super thanks. There was a troll comment saying like, "Oh, get a real job, don't steal people's money." But I don't think the guy gets how business works. Like we all give our money to somebody. When it's YouTube, some people get confused. They're probably just jealous. Yeah. Like some people think that being on YouTube is easy. It's not. You need to like. Some people try and miserably fail. Right. Like I had my good time. Like I'm not trying anymore much at all. Like of course I have this to get connected with you, but this is basically it only thing that I'm doing. But some people do it and it doesn't work. So like I did work back in the day, so this is a result. Of course I should do more, but it's not like I'm getting like I have subscribers and you guys and everything like for free. Like I didn't make efforts. Yeah. It's so crazy that I actually come to have a live stream like every week, right? It's no, of course some people do that like multiple times a week or maybe more in years. There are some people like that, but even me, like once a week for years now, is so crazy when you think about it, because I don't like doing things for a long time, but somehow I like talking to you. So, yeah. Anyway, Trump should understand 5 trillion debt is huge. Yeah, what is going on with all this I don't know, disagreement? Will it really increase the debt like Elon Musk is saying? I haven't looked into like the details of that, so I can't judge Plus, like, I don't know how far I should comment about domestic politics of America. Like it's your domestic politics. Like I don't like it when people comment too much about Japan's domestic politics. It's like I try to be the same to others. To don't like I don't step in too much. Oh, Super Chat, thank you so much. Oh, I want to press the heart. You're doing good. The trollers are just upset they could not do your content. Yoko tax. Yay! Yes. Yoko tax is important. Ah, yes. I think so too. That they're somehow jealous. Like every time you feel some kind of discomfort from somebody else, it's usually your problem reflected onto the person, right? So today, like this morning, I was actually at a gathering and I heard a concept, a cool concept that everything comes from a delusion, basically. When you have like all this bad things on your mind, it comes from your delusion. And that's kind of true because like when you truly listen to somebody, then you understand where the person is coming from, right? At least like you understand how it's wired, like whether or not you agree with the person. Like you can see like, oh, this happened, oh, that's why he has that way of opinions, or that's why he did that. Like you can see that. But if you are emotionally attached to something and feel like then that probably means that you don't have enough understanding. So that was so cool to hear that. Someone said that to you. My feeling is that I enjoy you and your husband's channel, and oh, you check my husband too. Thank you. Super chat. Okay. It's a way of offering some positive reinforcement to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's such an encouragement. It's like when I get super chat or super chat and so on, I always feel like, oh, I'm actually worth something. Because like when you don't get things in return, then you feel like, oh, maybe it's not good, right? So I really appreciate every single one of you, and especially those who give me super chat. Thank you so much. Raiden-san, how are you? Long time no see. How are you? How have you been? Oh gosh. I gotta. You can't troll on my channel, okay? I didn't even realize that he was posting that many times until now. Sorry for that. I was like, oh, super chat. And then super chat. Like, I was not looking at that. Sorry. I need, I don't know, like, it's so weird. Like, I want all my, like, I wish that I had stuff, and gears, like laptop, a real, like, laptop, and real service, and real lighting, and real camera, and producer, and people I talk to in person and so on. Like, that would be fun, but then I need to work to get that. Here's what a very wise person told me. If a stranger doesn't like you or insults you, it always describes them since they don't know you. Yeah, that's so true. You can't say much about you. So true. Yeah. Super chat is $2. Mission content, thank you so much. Yeah. We were talking about news. What else to talk about? Nippon Steel. Trump didn't show his stance? Huh. Like judgment, like Trump's judgment was not issued by the 5th when it was supposed to. That's interesting. I think I showed pretty much everything. Anything else? They're talking about the biggest news today is about high school education. They're talking about making our high school education free. That's so interesting how education works. Anyway, yeah, you're going to bed. I think I'm gonna wrap up this live stream too because I talked a lot and also I don't know what to talk about anymore. So okay. Most people that comment about the bill does not understand why the bill was proposed. Oh, I gotta look into that. Yeah. I haven't had the time to. I edit my husband's video now, so I've been kind of busy. I should do it. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys. I guess I should let you guys go. I wish I had more things to talk about, but that's about it. Yeah, we did talk about immigrants and South Korea, Elon. Yeah. You watch Japanese baseball? Cool. I want to go see a baseball game. Like, I don't understand baseball actually. Like, I don't fully understand the rule. But it was so fun one day when we visited, we have a dome. Fukuoka Dome? Yeah. And it was so fun. It was like a festival. And people are having fun and the good vibe and things happen in the field. I'm with my husband having fun talking to each other. We buy some snack and eat and drink and yeah, it was so fun. And in Japan we have a balloon that, which time is that? It's at a certain stage we do balloon, and then they're the kind of balloons that they can fly with whistle. Like there's a whistle, and yeah, they do that. We have to buy the balloon though. It was fun. Anyway, super chat, thank you so much. Watch Charlie Kirk and Stephen Miller interview. Okay, I should look that up already. Is it on YouTube? Is Charlie Kirk good? Like sometimes like, some like influencer or some commentators can be really extreme or radical. Like they're coming from the right place, but sometimes people are extreme and so on, and there are some figures like that. And so like often like I don't know who's good and who's not. Yeah. Oh yeah, 2 days ago. I see that. Yeah, cool. Thank you. I should watch that. I'll open it just so that I won't forget. Okay. Politics guy, but not a solid policy guy. Ah, I see. Thank you for letting me know. Enjoy your day. Thank you. There are always biases, but up to the watcher to understand and believe. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, like, I need to have some kind of basic understanding so that I can have my own later on when I check other perspectives. So that's good. Thank you so much. Anyway, okay. Thank you, 25 people sticking to the end. Thank you so much. I should go. I should let you guys go. So go back to work. You're working right now? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for your support. And also, 頑張って at work. Like break a leg? Don't break a leg, but you know what I mean. Thank you so much. Yeah. Big fights breaking out. Did you see the CCP girl at Harvard, like when she was interviewed by some mainstream media? I don't know if it was on campus. She was getting interviewed at a cafe or something, cafeteria, I don't know. Behind her, two guys, like older guys, I think, they start fighting in the background. It was so funny. Anyway, thank you. Let's reunite next week. Okay, I should be here, right? Yeah. Thank you so much. Bannon's War Room show. Oh yeah, I gotta watch Bannon too. I haven't been checking him out lately. I should. Thank you so much again. See you next week. Have a good night or have a good day. Okay. Keep in touch on X. Okay. Bye. Thank you for super chat and everything too. Bye.